Hey, it's your buddy Tim Show back with another Raid Shadow Legends video. And in this episode, we're going to give Saito another chance. Since I stiffed him on the nuking champ comparison, I'm going to give him another chance. I put masteries on him, actually booked him out. He wasn't even booked. And we're going to give him a chance to show if he can do any damage in the Dragon and Arena teams. We're going to look at a new Arena defense team I put together and see how they're going to do. And I'm going to show you a 3x3 Arena team that I fought that had over 1 million player power. It was nuts. Check it out. All right, well, let's start the video by getting back into the Dragon layer with Saito. And much apologies to folks that are Saito fans, and I didn't give him a fair shake because he did not have masteries, or was he booked during my last video. So his comparison to some of the other nukers probably wasn't fair. Now, I probably should show you, I got him set up on this team, but his AI is really, really dumb. And he wants to do his A2 all the time, so I had to force him to do his A3. So if you're going to put him on a team, you have to put him. You have to redo his AI. It meant a big deal. It's about 600,000-700,000 damage per run. So let's go ahead. We'll get this started, and we'll talk about some of the other things that are happening in Raid, which is the Rorik Wormbane fusion event, which is going well. Again, I'm not going super hard after it, not trying to win tournaments or anything, but I am going to get him. I'm going to do all the events and tournaments it takes to get the right amount of shards to make a fusion. So I should also probably show you his gear. He has the same gear on that we had yesterday, where he's about 290 crit damage, 110 crit rate. His crit rate went up because he's got some additional crit rate from something. I'm not sure, but yeah. And then about 4,000 attack, I believe. So yeah, definitely pretty good gear. I also re-geared my Foley. I found a little better gear for him. So he's, I think he's just north of 300 crit damage now, which is pretty nice. So he does some considerable damage. But you can see his A2 when he does it is a really hard hitting one. And there was his A3, which is good, except you can't do that against the boss because he needs bunches of folks to be alive to do it. There he goes again. So here it'd be nice to just turn off his A3 because it's not even worth it. And his A2 does really well. I think I saw him hit for like 260 once. Let's see, 129. Yeah, not super great. But yeah, we'll see. So remember, Foley averaged about 3.2 million. Yannicka and who else was it? Royal Huntsman were about 2.7 to 2.9. So Foley seemed to do the best. And honestly, with Foley's kit, that block revive is super good, especially in Arena or against like Siffy waves and stuff. To be able to kill something where it can't get back up is always a good idea. So hard to beat Foley. Unless you're just going to do crazy damage or crazy wave clear like Seer does, which, you know, this guy obviously isn't doing. I don't even think he's doing what Royal Huntsman was doing. So yeah, not to give away the ending. I've run this through maybe 4 times so far to make sure that I was pumping out as much damage as I could from him. So yeah, 194. Yeah, I could have swore I've had some 200s. Yeah, 260 might have been wrong, but I have had some 200s on that A2. So there it is, 224. Yeah, maybe I have had a 260. So that was a pretty good shot. So let's see how he does, and we can put our nuking comparison to bed. And again, if there are other nuke champs, there's, you know, probably a dozen other nuke champs that I could have included here as well, but I didn't. So 3.2, yeah, not bad. Not bad. That's way higher than anything I've seen. He was doing 2.8 to 2.9. So 3.2 puts him right up there with Foley. But again, Foley's kit, I think, makes him a little more viable for some of the content. So, yeah, let's take him into Arena. I think I'm in the midst of sort of a weaker Arena group, so it'll be a little nicer. And let's fight some of these weaker teams. We'll put in, I don't know, maybe this team. We'll pop Foley out and put Saito in. I think I'll be able to beat these teams without my fast Siffy, but we'll see. There's Saito. Hey. I don't know how Marshall got in. And again, let's set his, well, I'll just do it manually. We're just doing it manually. So, yeah, so again, this isn't probably a speed team here. And let's see if we can one-shot anybody with his A3. With, we'll put him to sleep. Then we'll get attack up. And we'll get them defense down, and A3 attacks one enemy and attacks all other targets 20% more if the target has more HP. So who would have more HP? I mean, everybody's going to have more. He does not have much HP. Bam, bam. Yeah, down they go. Pretty good shot, but again, really, really weak team. So we'll try another one, and then we will 128. How about this? A lot of healing on this team, but again, super weak. It's funny how you get just these pages of very, very weak teams, but decent, I guess, for a damage check, but not at all teams that are going to be a fair comparison if the champion is a good nuking champion, because yeah, it's just let's see who's going to have more HP. I'm guessing this guy. Boom, boom. Yeah, she pops up that. So we'll redo that. Attack up. He's going to try to taunt us. She's going to... So, I mean, again, it's not... I don't know. I don't think he does great damage. I think Foley's A1 is way better. But, yeah. So, yeah. 77. Anyway, you can see... not bad. And while we're here, let's talk about the new 3x3 defense I put in. So, as you remember, I had this is the new defense here, Cardial, and I'll show you. I changed his AI because what he wants to do is he wants to do this, where he pops crit rate and crit damage. But what I want him to do is put this block buffs and revive on death, and you can't remove the revive on death. So between him and Duchess, they keep my Mortus alive, and I put them in about 3 hours ago, and yeah, won. So up until now, the only team that I kind of get to successfully win is that middle team, which is just my straight speed Siffy team, and it seems to win almost every time. This guy beat him with a turn meter control and a Valkyrie, which is smart. I think that's how you have to go after that team. But I think I forced him to do some other things because that first team is a bit scary, and beat that team. So this guy was 733. So, way bigger. If you look at my defense, I'm only 552. So, because I'm a noob, basically. But, yeah. So 733, I mean, everybody's bigger than me. 918, I lost that one, obviously. But let me show you the guy I attacked and beat. 1.04 million. I've never seen a bigger team power than that. I don't think I've ever faced one. 1.04 million. And these guys were almost 500 is kind of where he got that from, which was weird. I beat them with my tank killer team. So it wasn't that difficult to do. So yeah, let's look at fighting some of these guys, and maybe we can find a home for. Let's try this guy, and we're gonna put our Yeah, so normally what I'll do is I'll do something like this. I'll do something like this. So I'll go a tank killer team against this bottom team, or this top team. Or should I do my Mortu team? Let's try the Mortu team against that. And then this is my only hedgy counter team, where I basically try to stun them up. I have a Coronar and a stun set, so when Hedgie attacks, I get that counter attack on everybody, and then Riho debuffs. And if I can get through to the point where these two get a provoke off, I usually can win. And then let's try, and then let's do my speed Siffy team against that bottom team. So obviously we will not start 592, you know, which is about as high as I can get player power. And we'll see how the Mortu team fares against this team. So I built my Mortus up pretty good. So let's get the block debuffs up, and it does look like they're about to go. So I'm going to put the revive on death. And then from here, we'll just put it in auto, because really all we want to do is let them hit my Mortus, and hopefully my Mortus will proc their peril, and off they go. And if someone kills them before their, when that revive on death goes off, then we're all good. Okay, so there's even more. Oh no, he's going to kill my Duchess. Don't you kill my Duchess. Okay, there's one peril. Oh, it comes another one. Oh, man. Yeah, I think, oh, shit, there goes my, okay. Oh, friggin', see, that there's where Cardiel is so valuable. He saved, he was able to save the, my Duchess because, okay, and then there goes another one, block revive, man, Mortus. Okay, then block revives up again. So if they kill me, I got 2 turns where there's really nothing they can do. I mean, Cardiel is just so strong. And yeah, and the more AoE attacks they do, the better, because eventually these guys are going to get triggered again. And yeah, and that's all she wrote. Yeah, provokes are a good way to stop them. That's how I beat those Doom Tower teams. I just provoke them all the time with a Molly and an Angar. And I made a video about it if you wanted to check it out. But I think it's the only way to get through those. Okay, so did he proc my? No. And these two, the Brogni and Krisk teams are just ridiculous together, right? Where Krisk is just throws up that giant shield and Brogni just reinforces it and makes life terrible for everybody. 2, 3, dead. Okay, yeah, 2, 3. Look at how strong he is, though. My perils couldn't kill him, but yeah, for a defensive team, this team is very, very tough to deal with. So. Yeah, and yeah, unfortunately the fight takes a long time, but come on, jeez. And I don't have, I mean, my Mortus are built out pretty good. I want to say they're about 270 crit damage. They're both going about 200 speed with about 60,000 HP to make them alive. So if I can get a couple of stuns off, that's pretty good. And then she gets the block debuffs off and a couple more stuns. And if I can get a provoke off, we win this. The heal, she'll get a heal in here. Boom, boom, come on, give me some stuns. Come on, get a provoke off. Get a provoke off. There we go. Okay, I think we can win this. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. We need to take their reviver out, so. Boom, boom. Come on, give me a stun. Give me a stun. Boom, boom, boom. Lydia makes this tough because my Tormund obviously can't get back up if she kills him. So there goes, jeez, Coronar. Yikes. Yikes. That is a solid attack down hit from the big Lamb or whatever the hell he is. Yeah. Yeah, awesome, awesome. And then finally, this should just be an auto run. I shouldn't have a problem with this. So, and then attack down, and then put them to sleep, and then nuke and dead. Yeah, so good. You can see pretty easy win, easy clap. That first one took a long time, but you know he's got close to 300 power. So that's the new team. I'm loving it. We'll check in on that every now and again when. Okay, so we just lost. We just lost. I was just bragging on him. Oh, we lost twice. Look at that. That guy beat him. Yeah, that guy beat all my teams. That's interesting. Oh, he's got the double revive. Interesting. Huh. A crazy team. Anyway, yeah. So, hope you liked the video. Let me know if there's any other nukers you want me to check in on, and we'll go from there. So have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week.